So, why am I playing Elden Ring? This is not the first time. So when it first came out, I played it for about 45 hours, got stuck, just thought I'm done with this kind of game, I can't deal with it, I've had enough. They're too difficult. So I sort of just gave up on it. Didn't play it for maybe 18 months, 2 years. And then I heard about the DLC coming out, and I thought, that looks pretty good. Maybe I'll just give it another try. So I got back into it, and I came across a couple of videos. Is it Radataska or something like that? I just saw a couple of his videos about how you should go about playing it as a newbie sort of thing. I mean, I've played the other Dark Souls games, but I was always a sword and shield sort of guy. Always. Just, shield up, blocking everything, getting immensely frustrated because I had no stamina, blocking, getting a couple of digs in with a really weak one-handed weapon. And it was the only way I could cope. I just did not understand iframes, I just didn't get it. I could not understand how anyone can play these games without some form of protection, basically. And I think it was mainly the idea of it, just the idea that there's a few frames that are invulnerable. I'm like, just a few frames, like who can time that? It's impossible. Anyway, so I'll give it another try. I'm just bored one day, I thought, you know what, I'll give it a whirl and see if I want the actual DLC. And I forced myself to play with a wretch, and what I discovered was I was doing a lot more damage with a two-handed weapon. So that was a little bit of an eye-opener. I mean, it's not no, it's not an eye-opener at all. It's obvious when you think about it. I knew that, but it was considerably more than what I was expecting. And it also forced me to get used to iframes and the rolling, because I didn't have a shield. And all of a sudden, things just started to click. Anyway, 135 hours later, I was deep into it. I was deep into the DLC. I think it took me about 106, 108 hours to complete the main game, and I did a lot of it. I covered a lot of the game, did a lot of bosses, a lot of side content and all that kind of thing. And then the DLC came out, I played that, and I was about 20 hours into it. And one time I disconnected from the game, as I always would, and my screen went blank. I couldn't see anything, it was just black. I thought, alright, I'll come back on in a minute. Anyway, 10 minutes goes by, I went and did something else, I went and did some cleaning or whatever in the house. Came back and it was still same. Black screen. I thought, what is going on? So I thought, well, I could hear my computer really whirring away in the background, but I thought, forget it, whatever, I just turned it off. Just reset my PC. And then when it came back on, maybe it might have been the day after, corrupted save file. And I tried a lot of things to repair that corrupted save file. To no avail. And I just thought, you know what, I'm done with this. I can't face this game any longer. I mean, that is a lot of hours. But I've been talked into trying again. And there's so many different ways of going about playing this game. So what I'm going to do to make it more interesting for myself, I'm not going to summon at all. I'm not going to do a lot of side content. I'm just going to focus on a lot of the main bosses. I'll basically follow like maybe the Sites of Grace up until well, up until the end game really, and I'll probably do the odd boss here and there that I enjoy, or if I need a talisman and all that kind of thing. And then when I get back to the DLC, if I get back to it, I'll probably play that more thoroughly, because I was genuinely enjoying it. Having said that, I was using summons, not other people. I think the only time I used other people was for Millennia, so if that's how you say it. And that was the only boss that I absolutely required help from other people. But yeah, so that's the plan anyway. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm gonna probably hate some of it. But it is a great game, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. Anyway, there's my interesting story. And I'll see you in the first video.